Greetings everybody and welcome back to Skydustria, my Project Ozone Lite Let's Play series. Off camera I went ahead and smelted up some more iron after processing some more materials in the sieve and using up the iron hammer that I had previously made. These two generators have had enough time to fill the basic drawers above them completely, so I've got about 4,000 cobblestone to work with. First thing I'm going to do this episode is empty out all of these wooden barrels. Because while the wooden barrels are useful for collecting water, they have other uses, one of which I will be exploiting this episode. But first I need to empty out the water. Alright, like so, and like so. Check. Alright, now I've got a bunch of saplings, 8 stacks of them to be precise. I'm going to go ahead and put them in the wooden barrels, like so. 8 saplings will fit in a barrel and ferment and compost into dirt. And in fact, some of the earlier ones will be done by the time I get to the end here. There we go. And there's the last 2. Now I also have some bone meal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use bone meal here. And I'm going to see if I can't get something useful out of it. Seeds. Excellent. But perhaps a bit more bone meal would be appropriate. There we go. More seeds. Alright. Like so. So I'm getting seeds and pumpkin seeds. And that's about it at this point. I'm not too concerned about that, actually. I'll manage. With seeds, pumpkin seeds, I will definitely manage. Alright, and I think this will work for the moment. Wait, so I did get a carrot seed, which is all fine and dandy if I could use it, but I'm not there yet. Alright, let me go ahead and grab the dirt I composted and start composting the next batch of dirt. And I have 18 of it here. Alright. And we're getting close to the end here. Alright, there we go. So there's 18. I'm going to grab the growth crystal out of here and 1 bucket, which I will fill with water. I've set up this area over here. And this is 9 by 9. Alright, put the water bucket there, and I'll go ahead and put a growth crystal there for the time being. Alright, so that sorts out the bucket. And now I'm going to go ahead and collect the rest of that. And go ahead and start composting the third batch of dirt. There's 8 more to go. Alright. And 2, 1, and here's the last one of this set. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of this like so. And I'm actually going to go ahead and collect all of these as well on the outer edge. Because what I've set up for a 9x9 farm, it's going to be difficult for me to justify going much over 7x7. There we go. So that takes care of batch 3. And batch 4 is going to be a smaller batch for the simple reason that I don't quite have enough saplings to fill all of these barrels. There we go. And voila. Finished. Perfect. So I now have enough here. So the next step is going to be to craft a stone hoe. Make my way to the farm area here and till all of this dirt into farmland. Like so. And then I'm going to go ahead and plant the 4 seeds. And you can see that the growth crystal is already helping a little bit with the growth. Alright, so these are done composting. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this string and turn it into string meshes. Alright, I have 5 in there. So I'll take 4, put them down here, separate from the iron meshes, and this will be reserved for sieving dirt. And dirt has its own set of products, but I believe it can only be sieved in a string mesh. There we go. So here's a bunch more seeds. Yeah, have to keep that in mind. Alright. 11 and 12. Alright. Let's see. So I have a potato seed as well, which I would be remiss if I didn't plant that. Alright. And yeah. That's pretty much it. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and craft more chests. And again, this is an interim location. I'll come up with a more permanent solution for this sort of stuff later on. So you'll go like that. I can throw the rest of this in here, like so. And then for this chest, for this pair of chests here, I think I'll put products like these in the top chest here, and the ore chunks in the bottom. Works for me. Alright. So let's review what I've got in the top chest. I've got 2 diamonds. I also have the 1 diamond I started with. What I'm going to do is I'm going to craft a pair of tools that will be helpful. The first is the diamond wand. The second is the diamond hammer. I'll put the stone hoe up. Alright. 4 and a half, I believe, is what I need. Yeah, I think that's the ratio. 4 gravel, 4 sand, 1 block of clay. So I can use the wand here to place the cobblestone faster, and then use the diamond hammer to hammer it up. Alright. And I've slipped into my manual placement mode. Forgetting that I have the builder's wand. There we go. Like so. Alright. And like so. Alright. And that's all the gravel I need. I have some apples in here to spare from my tree cutting expeditions. Might as well consume a few of them. Alright. So that's stack 1. Let's call that my half stack. There we go. Alright. So that is sand. Here's the dust. Now this is where the water bucket comes back into play. So I'm going to go ahead and fill these up. I need to be a little bit slower on the bucket filling. I very nearly had a problem there. There we go. So that's 5. Well, 10 rather. 12. 14. 16. And 18. Here and here. And then I can put in the dust. To get 18 blocks of clay. And then I need to fill up 14 more barrels, like so. There we go. 10, 12, and 14 is like so. There we go. And now I can go ahead and place the sand here like so. The gravel like so. It's shapeless. And I get 4 stacks of grout. That's a lot. I moved my coal over here. Alright. So what I'm going to do is divide this into 4 batches and start smelting up all of this grout. Go ahead and put the buckets up. How am I on the crops? They're growing, but not as fast as I would like. So let's see, what do I have for a watering can? It's actually not bad, 7 iron. There we go. Et voila, 1 watering can. Alright, I'll go ahead and do a quick run through the quests. The lava generation I did last episode, but never claimed. Cobble generation 1, ditto. Nothing else in here. But there's faster crucible processing, various resources that make crucibles work faster. So go ahead and check that off. That's purely an informative quest, but it's useful information to have. Alright, go ahead and claim the loot chest for the watering can. I need Inferium to upgrade it. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is fill up the watering can. This tier of watering can requires manual filling, which means it will only last so long. I take it into the farm. Alright, let's go ahead and take the potatoes like so for the moment. but it's pretty respectable in terms of growth rate. Yeah, this looks pretty good here. Alright, there we go. More wheat. This is a pretty good watering can for these wheat crops. And I have in a previous playthrough of Project Ozone Lite gotten higher tiers of watering cans. If you think this is impressive, wait till you see those higher tiers. But you will have to wait. I'm going to need some time to get the resources to make the higher tiers of watering can. There we go. 9 wheat. Now, I've got a couple of options I can consider. I can crush it into biofuel, but I don't have that machine. Let's see. Hay. Let's see. Potion essence. I could sag mill it if I had a sag mill, but I don't. I can grind it down into flour if I wanted to. I mean, let's see. Bean stew. Cookies. Bread. Let's see. Moss stone. Alright. Yellow Portuguese pavement. Let's see. Nature clusters. Flour. But flour, in order to be useful, requires other ingredients, which I don't yet have, I don't think. Yeah. Yeah, so for the time being, I think I'm going to be just turning this into wheat the old-fashioned way. Or bread, rather, the old-fashioned way. It's a little bit better in terms of saturation than apples. I am going to go ahead and plant more wheat. Actually, I can harvest a couple more here, can't I? Yeah. And I'm just going to have... So basically that farm's going to be 3/4 wheat, 1/4 potatoes for the time being. The outer edge, once I have the dirt for it, I can make use of the outer edge later on. But for now, bread and potatoes. Yeah, bread and potatoes. A lot of bread and a lot of potatoes. Though not with any massive rush, I'll continue to let that farm grow off camera. Alright. Now, when it comes to quest lines, I could go into the botanical basics, but I think I want to set up a little bit more infrastructure before I actually get into that in earnest. Let's see. Welcome to Light. Let's see. Diamond Mesh, I'm not there yet. Agricultural. Could have sworn there was a quest I could have... Wait. It's this one here. A bigger tinkerer. Yeah. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and grab what seared bricks I have done, which is just shy of a stack and a half. Alright. So I need a piece of glass. Alright. Seared tank, check. Smeltery controller, check. Alright. So, let's see. I need smeltery drain, faucet. So, smeltery drains. I'm going to craft 2 of those. And 2 faucets. 1 casting basin and 1 casting table. And then they want 8 seared bricks to complete the quest, right? Yes. Good. Alright, so let's claim that loot chest. Alright. That unlocks a new quest line, which will be a project for a much later episode. Alright, let's go ahead and put the quarter heart in there for the moment. Alright, and hold on to the seared bricks for the time being. Let's go ahead and open up the loot chests. Draconic cores. which will be useful a lot later. Guardian Charm, Gelicryothium Florb, and Superheating Element. Ooh. Now, Superheating Element, I think, is something I'm going to want to be careful about, but it's supposed to make the lava generators a lot faster. Speaking of which, I can go ahead and fill these up again. So I've got a poppy, which I'll put in here. Go ahead and grab as much of that as I can. Go ahead and craft some more seared bricks. Now, where would be a good place to put the smeltery? Honestly, all things considered, putting it near the seeds wouldn't be a bad idea. And again, this is temporary. As the base expands and as I develop the resources to expand the base, I will, in all probability, start moving things around. Alright. So, let's see. So the crafting... Yeah, so the basins go there. So go ahead and put... Yeah, you like so. Alright. And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of you. 2, 3. Yeah. So I'm going to make this a 3x3 smeltery. I'll put torches there and there. Alright. So I'll do that for the moment. Next step is to place down the seared bricks. I'm going to put the tank and the controller both on this side. The seared tank can go there. The controller can go there. Like so. Alright. Well, that gets me a smeltery. That's not very useful. I need the drains and the faucets and these two. The casting basin and the casting table. And in fact, what I'm going to do... Yeah, so those are... They're getting closer to being finished. So let me think here. If I put you like that, that makes one seared gauge. Right, I forgot to grab my pickaxe. And yes, I did craft a pickaxe before the start of last episode's filming. Just a simple stone pickaxe, nothing too complicated. Alright, so there we go. 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. And voila. Almost done. I just need to get one more seared gauge. But to do that, I need to craft 8 more glass. Like so. Alright. So those are all finished. Alright. So let me divide this into 4 parts here. There we go. Actually, I should divide it in half. So I can use these 2 here for the rest of the grout. And have 1 furnace available for glass operations. Check. Alright. Now let's go ahead and get some more wheat. That's proceeding at a respectable pace. There we go. Alright. Excellent. So I've got more wheat, which I can then use to make more bread. Alright. While I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and take some lava out of each of those crucibles and pour it into this sear tank here. That sear tank can hold 4,000 lava. Alright. Go ahead and deplete my stock of apples. There we go. Alright. Now that should be very nearly finished. Near enough for my purposes. There we go. One seared gauge. And placing it here completes the smeltery. It's supposed to complete the smeltery. Is there a reason it's not detecting the second level? What if I break you and replace you? Now you detect the second level. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and extend that out by 2 blocks. Alright. Next step, I'm going to go ahead and craft another cobblestone generator. Like so. I'm not going to fret too much about the details here. And I'm going to grab my superheating element. Get my pickaxe out. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of you, and I'm going to put the superheating element there. Alright. And then I can put, let's see, I'll put a block of cobblestone there, and the generator on top of it. Alright. So, let's see. Now, I'm going to need to use ducts for this. So, hardened fluid ducts require Invar and lead. And I also need item ducts, opaque, which require tin and lead. So, when it comes to tin, I have 36. That makes 9 tin ore chunks. And likewise with the lead. Now, Invar is 6 iron and 2 iron and 1 nickel, if memory serves me right. Alright, I'm going to double check that by first throwing the iron and nickel chunks into here. They should merge into Invar once they're, well, done smelting in the smeltery, of course. Alright. In the meantime, let's see. Yeah, I'll go ahead and grab the wheat once again. So much for needing a watering can for the wheat. Potatoes might benefit from it, at least for the moment, but I'm not going to fret too much about it. Right, seeds can go in there. 12 wheat makes 4 more bread. See, this is done in the smeltery. Invar is in the process. I can go ahead and throw my lead and my tin in there. There we go. So I've got 2 blocks of Invar, which I'm going to go ahead and start emptying out. I'm going to set the lead to be the next thing to pour out. That invar is going to take a long time to harden, isn't it? Well, it is what it is. Alright, I'll go ahead and start cleaning up my inventory. 60 and 6428. Alright, so yeah, 36. So I can make a little bit more grout, I think, with the rain having replenished my water supplies. 1716. There we go. And 4 to dust. Turn the 4 dust into gravel, or not gravel, clay. Go ahead and turn all of this into grout. Grab 4 coal. Go ahead and put half of the grout and half of the coal in there. Alright. Back down here. Okay, the block of invar was finished. For whatever reason, it didn't appear to have flowed, but it's there. Alright, block of lead. And this one's going much quicker. And tin will be next. I'll go ahead and make a block of tin. Go ahead and turn these 2 blocks into ingots. And I'll follow suit with the tin once it finishes up. Like so. I'll go ahead and pour out the second block of tin. Empty out the smeltery a bit. Alright. So 2 lead. Invar makes hardened fluid ducts. And tin makes item ducts. Now, I do also need servos, which require glass. Which requires more sand. I seriously need to do something about my glass supply, because I've been going through a lot of it. Alright, so what I can do is I can make a hardened servo. I need a piece of redstone and a piece of glass. Tin nuggets and invar ingots. So I'll turn one of my tin ingots into nuggets. And then I can craft the 2 hardened servos. Alright. Now, I need to empty out, I think it will be this crucible that'll empty out. And then I can have it available to take downstairs. So I can do it like that, and it's got a rate of 120x. So I'm going to set this to an item duct. And I'm going to put a hardened servo there, and ignore redstone. Yes, so it's populating in there, and boy, that is producing lava very, very quickly. So what's my lava level in there? 3.85 buckets. Something isn't right here. Put molten lead in there. Oh. Invisible tin blocks. Something I'm going to have to watch out for. So that's now full. And that's generating lava very, very quickly. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the hardened fluid duct there. And I'm going to set this hardened servo to ignore. So it will drain lava out of there to fill to keep that filled up. Then we'll have cobblestone going in there to fill that up and keep that full. Excellent. That's exactly what I need. Alright. And once I turn the lead and tin blocks, I have a working smeltery. Although there is one other thing I should probably do. I miscalculated my, yeah, I miscalculated my requirements. So I think what I'm going to actually do at this point is go ahead and craft a stack of sand. Like so. And then smelt it all up. Now, I won't be able to finish it all off on camera, but I think I can get the 2 I need for the next step. Alright, so that's empty. I'm going to bring that out of there. Excellent. So 10 of you. Wait. Yeah, it's 8 of you. Makes 2 more seared gauges. Like so. And then I need... So you'll make 16. I know I need at least that much. 16 and then 6 more. Like so. And like so. And I'll probably have to break this again and replace it to make it register that it now has 36 slots available. Now I'll likely do some processing of these ore pieces off camera, as well as even more materials to craft more of them. But I think that's a good place to end this episode. I will see you next time, everybody.